Okay, let us start our today's discussion. Yesterday, what we discussed is in the last class. Anyone can reply me? Have discussed events. Okay, we discussed. Okay, today we will see our keyboard event. Keyboard events. So, for mouse, so we need to extend the frame, and we need to implement two interfaces called mouse listener and mouse motion listener. Okay, which having different methods here. So we are implementing these two interfaces here. So that means what are the methods we have in the mouse listener interface? Those all methods we should implement here, as well as motion listener also some methods like drag, drop, drag and drop and all. So these methods we should implement. We must implement. If you are implementing these interfaces, we should implement that methods also. In the interface, we must implement that methods in the implementation class. Here implementation class is what? Mouse frame class. Okay. Are you getting my voice? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Are you getting my screen? Eclipse. See, already said. So the mouse, this is our class that extends the frame class and implements mouse listener interface on mouse motion listener interfaces. That having some methods, we are going to implement that methods here. So for displaying the message, I declared one string variable and x coordinate, y coordinate we given 0. And mouse frame, this is a constructor for mouse frame class, and we are calling that methods. Okay, current class constructor. So set layout null and set size width is 500 and height is 400 for the frame. And next the layout is null and we declare set visible true. If it is false, we cannot see the output. Okay, frames we cannot see. Set visible true means then only we can see the output GUI we can see. And then we have add Windows listener. So we use the Windows adapter object here. We are passing and creating and passing here, and the Windows closing for closing the window. We use this dispose method to close window. And mouse click while you are clicking, what we need to see, we are displaying message mouse is clicked by using mouse event. And mouse entered, is if the mouse is entered onto the window, it should be display the message like mouse entered. These all are events, mouse release. Okay, for this we need to get the x coordinate value and y coordinate value. Okay, here also same thing. So mouse drag, mouse moved, mouse dragged from which interface? These methods are from mouse motion listener interface. Okay, So here we pass that message and x coordinate, y coordinate, then it is going to be executed and we will see the output. So from it starts from main method, right? So I called here, I created mouse frame object, that means our class object. This is anonymous class here. So after that, that means if you are creating this, we use a constructor, right? That means we are calling constructor directly. What are the methods available in this constructor? Mouse frame constructor. Those all methods going to be executed. Okay, one by one. So what is the event you are doing? That event we will see. So right click to see the output. Right click on this, run as Java application. So you can see the window here. It is launching. So see, this is the output here. See, mouse is entered and mouse is existed. Okay, now drag. If I drag here, starts. Okay, so these all operations we can see. So those are the mouse events. Mouse up, mouse down, mouse pressed, mouse released, and mouse exited, mouse entered, mouse click. So these outputs we can see here. So mouse drag, if you are dragging, this is the output, it should display on the window. If you are moving, this message is displaying. See, that's what we are seeing here, right? See, mouse mode, mouse drag, and mouse entered, mouse entered, mouse exited. So for disposing the window, what is the code we have written here? So for closing the window, dispose method we used here. So now I can close this window. If I click on this close button, it is going to close because of this code. Okay. So in this way, we can perform mouse events. Okay, this is the code for that. Please try to learn this code. This is important code. Okay, write code for events, number of events means you should write this code. Okay, this is about mouse events. In this today's session, we are going to discuss about the key events, keyboard events. Okay, press key, release key. Okay, you have keyboard, right? Number of characters there, number of numeric values, their tab, their caps lock, their shift, control, F1, F2, F3, F4 keys there. Okay, page down, page up. So how we can perform that operations, that events, by using key events, key listener interface. So we created one class key demo, extends frame, and implements what interface? Key listener interface. Whatever the work you are doing, everything will done by the key listener. So that is like a organizer. Okay. Okay. Now it is providing methods like, what are the methods it is providing? Window closing, key pressed, then key released, key typed, then key typed. These are the methods we can see here. So for performing key type operation, we have this shortcuts: key event dot vkf1, key event dot vkf2, key event dot to press f1 key. So this is the code. To press f2 key, this is the code. To press f3, this is the code. So if dot vk page down, this is the code. Okay, so these are the codes. So now see the one by one. So key demo, extend frame, and implements the key listener. So what are the messages we are going to display? Those we can display message and message one as the data variables here, and the output coordinators, x coordinator 140 and y coordinator 180. Then I created here key demo constructor. We are passing the string value. Okay, string value here. if you call from main method, if you call the string value, it is coming here, and we use super name. So super name means it is going to for messages, and after that we are setting the background foreground color is red. Okay, whatever you are writing keys, writing the script, and if you are pressing the whatever it is, the letters color is red. Okay, then add key listener of this. Okay, whatever performing, the constructions will call in here, and add windows listener, a new window adapter we used here. So window for windows closing, this is the method you know already. Okay, after that another method for pressing the key press method we have. So this is the message we are passing, key down message we are passing. It is going to we declared here globally message 1. Okay, we'll see debugging after executing this program. Okay, if you want to get the key code, you can get by using get key code method from key. Okay, key event, from key event we can get the key code, get key code, and we are using switch condition here. So if the key, based on that key, we are going to display the message. See here, VKF1 means if you are press this one, so that means you are pressing F1 key, then we are going to display this message. F1 press, whatever, this is custom message. No, actually I have written only F1, right? So you can here write your messages also, understandable messages. I will show you later. Now see this output. Try to understand this code. F1 key press for pressing F2 key, for pressing F3 key, and for pressing page down, page up, and left arrow, right arrow. You know, in the keyboard if those buttons are available. Okay, so if you're pressing right arrow, left arrow, is going to be displayed. Okay, after that key release, want to perform key release, you can display this message. If it is key release event, and the key type, if you are typing anything, so you, while you are typing, that message should display on that window, right? So whatever they typing in by using the keyboard, that should display on the window. So to display that from the key event, we are getting the char values, get key char. Now after that, so in this paint, we created color that is 0 to 255, red, green, and blue. We can get the color also by using g dot get color. So draw the string value. We are passing the message and the x coordinate, y coordinate value. Draw the string message 1, x coordinate value and y coordinate value. Okay. So the execution starting from the main method. Now we created key demo, means we created object for this class, key demo class, and we are passing string value for key demo through the constructor. Okay, key events. Okay, after that it is going to perform that all operations. Okay, and we are setting size here, width and height, 300 width and 400 height, and set visible true. Whatever we are performing GUI operation, we can see. Right. So now see the output. Right click, run as Java application. See, this is our output. Now keyboard events, we are performing keyboard events, right? So what are the events? So if you press F1 key, it should display message F1. If you press F2 button, so it should display F2. Okay, right, we will see here. We can see here. See, I'm pressing F1 button here, should display F1. Yeah, I pressed F1. key pressed means key down, key released. See, we can see this output. Okay, now if I press F2, so F2, next F3, F4, F5, till F3 I have written the code. F4 I did not write, right? So it is not coming. So so in that way we can perform the events, keyboard events, page up, page down. See message, I am going to change the message here. Is pressed. Right click, run as Java application. See the output. If I press F1 key, it should display message like F1 key is pressed. F1 key is pressed. Key pressed and key released. These are the events, keyboard events we can perform. Not only this, whatever the events we can perform all the events by using Java. Okay, are you understanding? You can, if you want to close, dispose code. Here, if you are closing this, dispose code is means Windows closing. The method is dispose will work. Okay, so page down, page up, page down, page up, left arrow, right arrow. See, everything in the red color. Whatever the text I'm writing here, those text here we can see in this window. For that also we have written the code, right? So I can write something message also. So this is the, for writing this, performing these all events, we have written the code here. Okay, this is the code for all keys. We work till now here, and for key releasing, we displayed key release, right? So that for that code we have it. For writing the script, whatever I'm doing, to here it is displaying all the characters, right? For that we need to write this key characters. Okay, right. Sir, I want to know the flow of this program. See, for that you can go for debugging process. Okay, so how to debug? Are you getting my screen? How to debug? We have a debugger here. So this is the debugger, or you click debug as Java application. You can get the output here. See, it is in debugging mode. So debugging start from here. Toggles, we can put some toggles here. Wherever you want to get the value, you can toggle there. Then now right click. Where is it? It is in debugging mode. Now if you want to see the flow of this program, you have symbols here. Step into F5 with the shortcut. step over F6 is the shortcut. So now I am pressing F6. Okay, see the execution start from where? Main method, right? So it is going for main method. Step over, from that it is coming to key demo string messages. After that message 1, coordinate values we can see here. Next, it is setting background color. Okay, it is using key listener interface methods. Then adding Windows listeners. Class is closed. Next, it is calling key demo constructor. We are passing key events as the argument, that means parameter. Next, we are setting the size of that window. Then the statement set visible true statements will be executed. Then only we can see the output. Okay, in this way we can see step-by-step process. So for which instructions to which instructions we are executing by using the debugging process. Okay, so how we can come out from debugging process? Just here you can click here. Close. So debugging process was closed. So even though we have toggles here, if you are not debugging, remove these toggles. If you want to know the value of particular line, you can use this debugging process. If I want to know while you are executing this instruction is executing or not, if you want to know, just toggle it. Okay, some instructions, and you can start debugging and use this arrow, step over F6. Then you can see step-by-step process, and this value also you can see here, variable and variable value. Okay, that's all about this mouse and keyboard events, window events. Okay, sir, I want to know about the debugging process means. You can check here once. Create one class package com.app.debugging example. Okay, something and debug. Created one class. So while you are doing the geo application, terminate here. That means whatever you opened these outputs, you can close here from here also. Okay, right. I have main method. So I want to see the values. I declared a equal to 10, comma equal to 20. A plus B. See, so I put some toggle points to know the values of these lines. Okay. How to debug it? After putting toggle points, right click. So you have debug option here. Debug as Java application, not run as. Debug as Java application for running the debugging process to know the flow. So we have a shortcut for step over, or you can use this arrow also. So here we can see the values. Okay, so see first one So into a equal to 10, debugging string line 10. Next, it is first instruction this one, second instruction this one, and the third instruction this one. Next, this instruction will going to be executed. See, if I have a one method here, void m1. First close this one. Our normal program I saved here. So now I want to see this instruction is working, executing or not. So I am calling that method here. I'm giving static, so I no need to create object here. Just to directly I'm calling the m1 method. See, opening the debugging process. Now I am trying to execute one by one. So main method. Sorry, it is in already open position. First close this one. Run this application. The output is high. First this statement executed. Next m1 method. Next 30 value printed, right? So now if you want to see that flow, you mark here. Now the int value, then right click, run debug as the application, then step over one by one step. Next int value, next m1 is called, next, so that means see it is going from m1 to this m1 method. Flow you can observe here. After executing m1 method, it is coming to int b. After that, printing a plus b value. So in this way you can check the flow. If you are unable to know the flow of that our program, you can check by using this debugging process. Okay, right. Now while after completion of this, you must remove these points, otherwise it will open with the debugging mode. Okay, right. You can debug and you can know where the error is occurring. Okay, what is the flow of this program. This is a simple program. So if you get lot of programs with connecting number of being classes, the actual classes, interfaces, implemented classes. So it is going for all over these programs. You are unable to understand the flow of that program, where you can use this step over this debugging process. You can debug also. Okay, right. That's all here. In the tomorrow session, that means in the next session, we'll discuss adapter classes. Okay, till now we discuss about delegation, event model, event sources, event classes, event listener interfaces, Then by using those all, we have written mouse events, keyboard events. We handled also. We have seen that output just now. And in the next class, we are going to discuss about adapter classes. Adapter classes. That means, so where we can use this adapter classes. What is the use of it means? So the Java adapter classes provided by the default implementation of listener interface. So if you inherit the adapter class means you will not be forced to provide the implementation of all methods of the listener interface. Actually, if you are using interface means you must implement all the methods which are available in the interface, right? So here to restrict that one, we are using adapter classes. If you use adapter classes means you no need to implement all the methods which are available in the listener interface. Okay, what we need, those methods only we can use. Okay, so that is the use of adapter classes. So that the classes and the interfaces, that example program we will see in the next coming classes, and we will see the AWTs next, the last chapter, last unit. Okay. Any doubts?